As long as the injured worker is treating with providers that have been approved by that insurance company, it will be paid by workers' compensation.
Today, we're discussing medical treatment for workers' comp in Georgia, and we're going to talk to attorney Rebecca Hallberg about that on today's Ask the Lawyer. Rebecca, thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, Molly.
So first of all, how does an injured worker get medical treatment in Georgia?
So if someone is injured on the job in Georgia, their employer should carry a policy of workers' compensation insurance. And that policy will provide for the payment of authorized medical treatment. So essentially, as long as the injured worker is treating with providers that have been approved by that insurance company, it will be paid by workers' compensation.
Can you talk a little bit about what a panel of physicians is?
Absolutely. So the panel of physicians is the list of authorized doctors. Employers should have them posted in the employee break room, or the manager should have a copy. So typically what I tell clients, particularly if I sign them up very early on in their case and they have not seen a panel yet, is I direct them to the employee break room to there'll be these big bulletin boards that have an employee's Bill of Rights. And there's one particular piece of paper that says notice in all caps. And that includes a list of at least 6 doctors that they are authorized to treat with.
What can an injured worker be reimbursed for? Can they be reimbursed for out-of-pocket expenses like mileage or prescription medication? What can they expect?
So the Georgia Act provides for reimbursement of certain expenses. Mileage is reimbursed. So any mileage to and from your authorized treating doctors, or to the pharmacy, physical therapy, or if you have any testing or surgery, that is all reimbursed. Along with one big thing that we see in Atlanta that you don't see necessarily in small towns are parking fees. So but you have to save those receipts to be reimbursed for that. Also, if you have any out-of-pocket expenses for prescriptions, as long as that's being recommended by the doctor, workers' compensation will reimburse that as well. The key to getting reimbursed for anything, though, is making sure that your request for reimbursement, along with your request for mileage, are submitted within 1 year of the date of treatment. If more than 1 year has passed, workers' compensation insurance is no longer obligated to pay for it.
So it sounds like you have to be on top of the timeline and also keeping your receipts. Is this something that somebody can navigate on their own?
Well, it depends. As you can imagine, sometimes there are good insurance adjusters and good employers that tell injured workers about what their rights are with regard to medical treatment and reimbursements, but not all do. And in fact, most of the time when I sign up clients, they had no idea that they could be reimbursed for mileage, nor did they understand kind of the rules of the road regarding medical treatment. As a part of our sign-up process, we provide clients with mileage reimbursement forms, along with directions as to what to do if they have out-of-pocket expenses.
And what should somebody do if they're feeling a little bit confused about the process? And if they are looking to get an attorney, what should they look for?
So the great news is most attorneys will give you a free consultation. I do it all the time. So it takes about 30 minutes to really kind of talk through the facts of the case and figure out if there's something that we can help with. But I think the first thing that I would do, call a lawyer. You can look at lawyers online. You can review their Google reviews, and call multiple attorneys. Do your due diligence and research before you hire one.
All right. Thank you so much, Rebecca. That's going to do it for this episode of Ask the Lawyer. My guest has been Rebecca Hallberg. If you'd like to ask her about your situation, call the number on the screen. Thanks for watching. I'm Molly Hendrickson for Ask the Lawyer.